All right, let's talk about April 2026. This isn't just some random month on the calendar, okay? It's shaping up to be a full-on digital battleground, a corporate war zone for the biggest names in subscription gaming. And guess what? You're right there, on the front lines.
And look, this quote says it all, right? The raw intel we're getting is pretty clear. This isn't about who sells more plastic boxes anymore. Oh no. The fight has totally mutated, and trust me, it's gotten way, way more aggressive.
So here's the bottom line, the ground zero of this whole thing. You've got Sony, Microsoft, and Epic locked in this just high-stakes, scorched earth battle. And what are they fighting for? It's simple. Your screen time, your internet connection, and every single gigabyte on your SSD. Think of this as your official mission briefing for the war to come.
Okay, first up, let's break down our first combatant, Sony. What they're doing with PlayStation Plus right now, it's not just them being generous, you know? This is a calculated, maybe even a little desperate response. They've been taking some serious heat from the community about hardware prices and, well, a lack of those big, shiny exclusives.
And the data. Oh man, the data really tells the story here. Look at this. We're talking a massive 42% jump in the dollar value of what they're offering on PS Plus this month. This isn't just a friendly gift, folks. It's a signal flare. Sony is flexing its muscles, trying to prove their service still has some serious firepower.
And here it is, their primary weapon, the absolutely phenomenal remake of Dead Space. The intel on this thing is crystal clear. A killer Metascore of 89, it's a pretty lean install at just over 31 gigs, and it's all running on that beefy Frostbite engine. Make no mistake, this is a top-tier AAA heavy hitter.
All right, let's get our hands dirty and do a quick tech autopsy. First off, this game is an absolute showcase, especially if you've got an OLED screen. That volumetric fog? Chef's kiss. But here's the real pro tip, the key tactical advice. Switch it to performance mode, seriously. The whole strategic dismemberment thing, it demands precision. And that buttery smooth 60 frames per second is, I'm telling you, non-negotiable if you want to survive. You throw in some of the best 3D audio out there, and you've got yourself one legitimately terrifying experience.
And yeah, the verdict is pretty much unanimous. This isn't just another remake. It's a genuine masterclass. The tension, the atmosphere, the sound engineering, it's all just top-notch. It creates this incredibly claustrophobic horror experience that really feels next-gen.
Now, Sony's second game is a whole different animal. We're talking about Sifu. It's this lean, mean martial arts machine. And get this, it's only 7.2 gigs, tiny download, right? But don't let that fool you. This game packs a massive challenge that's going to push your reflexes to the absolute breaking point.
Technically speaking, Sifu is pretty much perfect. We're talking a rock-solid 4K at 60 frames per second on the PS5. And that flawless performance? It isn't just for eye candy. No, the frame pacing is so precise, it's absolutely essential. Why? Because you need it to nail those ridiculously tight millisecond parry windows. And then there's that aging mechanic. Every time you mess up, you get older. It adds this layer of brutal, real consequence to every single mistake.
And I gotta be totally honest with you here. Let's be crystal clear. This game is designed to beat you down. It's gonna break you before it builds you back up. You're going to get your ass kicked, repeatedly. But, and this is a big but, when that super complex combat system finally clicks in your head, man, there's no feeling like it. It's just incredible.
All right, time to pivot. Let's talk about Team Green, Microsoft. They're not just playing the game here. They are dropping what you can only describe as a nuclear option. Their strategy with Game Pass this month, it's ruthless, it's aggressive, it's a straight-up power play for total market dominance.
Okay, look at this number. Just soak it in. $80. That's the full day one retail price for their big headliner this month. Keep that number in your head.
Because they are taking that $80 brand spanking new game and dropping it straight into Game Pass, day one. This isn't just some discount or a sale. This is a declaration of war on the whole idea of buying games at launch. It's a massive financial flex.
And what is this game? It's Obsidian's Avowed, the one we've all been waiting for, a huge first-person RPG. The intel we have is a projected Metascore around 88, a pretty beefy 85GB install, and it's all built on the incredible Unreal Engine 5.
And this thing is a true next-gen showcase. I mean, Unreal Engine 5's Lumen lighting system, it makes the world just pop. They're aiming for a dynamic 4K at 60 frames per second on the Series X, but here's the really important part. It supports VRR, variable refresh rate.
So what does that mean for you? It means that even when all hell breaks loose, you're casting huge spells, tons of enemies on screen, and the frame rate dips just a little, your experience stays silky smooth. It's a game changer.
And all the early buzz, all the intel we're getting, suggests this is the RPG we've been waiting for. It's not just another Skyrim with a new coat of paint. No, this is a deep, complex RPG that actually respects your intelligence. The story is supposed to genuinely react to the choices you make. It's the real deal.
Okay, but the war isn't just on consoles. Let's shift our focus to the PC front, because Epic Games is continuing its scorched earth assault on Steam. They're just opening up their massive war chest and launching a direct attack on Steam's dominance with a giveaway that is, frankly, absurd.
And what are they giving away? Hogwarts Legacy. You heard me. The #1 best-selling game of all of 2023. This isn't a discount. It's not a free weekend trial. They are giving it to you for free, to keep, forever. This is a heavyweight champ with an 84 Metascore and an 85 gig install.
Okay, but for all you PC players, listen up. Here's your critical tech brief. This game is a monster. It is hungry for VRAM. If you've got a GPU with 8 gigs of memory, you're going to need to use an upscaler like DLSS or FSR to have any hope of a stable 60 frames. And here's our official recommendation: just turn ray tracing off. Just do it. It's not well optimized and it'll eat like 30% of your frame rate for almost no visual payoff. Not worth it.
So look, here's the bottom line. Claim this game. Just go claim it. I don't care if your PC is a potato that can't run it right now. Think of it as a long-term tactical asset for your game library. It's free. It costs you nothing but a click. One day you'll upgrade, and it'll be sitting there waiting for you. It is an absolute no-brainer.
So, okay, we've gone through all the intel, we've broken down the battlefield, we're at the final briefing. And in this whole corporate bloodbath, who's the real winner? It's you. It's the player. But here's the catch. Your most valuable resources, your time and your precious SSD space, they're not infinite. You've got to make a choice.
So here it is, our final recommendation based on all this intel. It comes down to what you're looking for. If you want that massive 50-plus hour, truly next-gen journey that feels like it's pushing things forward, you've got to prioritize Avowed. But if you're in the mood for a shorter, tighter, perfectly polished experience, an atmospheric masterclass that's going to test your sound system and your courage, then Dead Space is an absolute must-play. No question.
But hey, at the end of the day, the choice is yours. We've given you the intel. Your hard drive is probably cleared out by now, your drivers are all updated, so the only real question left is, with your limited time and storage, which raid are you going to join?